Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So we are Alhamdulillah discussing the nature, according to the nature of the letters, the division of verb and the changes that occurs. There are some changes when a verb is not sahih. And when a verb is not sahih, when it has hamza, when it has a letter, repeated letter, right, which is called mislain, right, or it has waw, alif and ya in its root letter, or waw and ya together, right. So we discussed in our previous session about hamza, and we just studied only two rules. One was the necessary, essential, and the other one was the jawazi or the optional one, right. Today we are going to discuss Mudaa'af. What is Mudaa'af, first of all?
When the letter is repeated.
When in its root letter, when a verb has in its root letter a repeated letter, one letter twice, then this is called Mudaa'af. So this repeated letter can be in the beginning, like babar. It can be with the distance, like thuluth or zalzala. Or it can be at the end, like madada, farara. We discussed that the treatment or the process will be used only in the third situation, when a letter is repeated on the place of ayn and lam, yani at the end, right? Then the changes will occur, basically. And we discussed that the situation that requires the change and the process when be implemented is that the second letter must be mutaharrik. The second letter must be mutaharrik. This is why it is. And what are we going to do? What will be the treatment? We are going to do idgham. What does idgham mean? Idgham means to merge the letters together and make them one mushaddad letter. Like madada will become madda. This is what we need, basically. This will be the treatment. So in Mudaa'af, which process is implemented? The process of idgham. The process of idgham. Right? So the idgham will take place only when the letters, the similar letters, are at the end, and the second letter must be mutaharrik. The first letter, it can be mutaharrik or can't be. For example, here is sirrun. Two letters, ra and ra. The first is sakin, but the second one is mutaharrik. Then it will become sirrun. Remember, the haraka of the second letter will be pronounced. Remember, all the time. The haraka of the second letter will be pronounced. Sirrun. Right? So what is the condition? The condition is that the two similar letters are where? At the end. Number one. The second condition is that the second similar letter, mislain, these are called mislain, is right? Misli awwal, the first letter, and misli thani is the second one. So the condition is that the misli thani, the second letter, must be mutaharrik. If it is not mutaharrik, then the process will not be implemented. The idgham will not take place. Idgham means to merge. Yeah, the process of idgham will not be implemented. Is it clear? Yeah. Okay. So this is easy. Sirrun, like sirrun to sirrun. Sirrun to sirrun. Now how to implement, how to treat it, how the process will be implemented. How the process will be implemented. We already studied, we are just, okay. So the process will be implemented. For example, madada. So the process is that, okay, now we check first of all whether the process of idgham will take place or not. Okay, two letters, two mislain, the process will take place.
Yes.
Why?
Because they are at the end.
They are at the end, one thing, and
The last one is
the second, the misli sani is mutaharrik. Misli sani is mutaharrik. Madada, the same is yamdudu. This is muzara. Nasara yansuru. Yamdudu. Madada yamdudu. Madada yamdudu. Okay. Here, the process will take place or not?
Yes.
Why?
the mislain are at the end.
Two letters similar at the end, and
The
second one is mutaharrik. It's not sakin. If the second one is sakin, then the process will not be implemented. The treatment will not occur. The treatment will occur in line with the situations. Huh? If this situation is found, then the treatment will occur. If this is not the situation, then the treatment will not occur. The situation is ideal for treatment in both cases. Okay. How it will be? How the process of idgham, how we will merge, how we'll make both of them one letter, merge one into another. Always check the first one, right? If it is mutaharrik, you need to make the first one sakin. You make the first one sakin. Okay, we made it sakin. So now it will become madda. Is it right? Madda. Now give the haraka of the second one to the first one, and now merge them. What it will become? Madda. Madda. Be careful, sometime when you merge them, the meaning will be totally changed. That's why sometimes you don't have to merge. For example, madada mean to help. Madda mean to prolong. Mad. So make sure that you are not just implementing the rules. Check first the meaning as well. Okay, madada will become madda. Okay, here, come here. Treatment will occur?
Yes.
Yes. How?
We will
First of all, you need to remove
the harka
of the
first one.
Okay, you removed it, but when you removed, you checked the previous one. The letter which is the before misli awwal is also sakin. So give its harka to sakin. If it wasn't sakin, then just remove it. Like madada here, we remove this. The letter before it wasn't sakin, we just removed this, and it will become madda. But if when you are going to remove the haraka of the misli awwal, the first one, you check the first letter. If it is already empty, then give its haraka rather than removing it. Give it to
The previous letter.
the previous one, the second one, and then merge them. Then it will become yamuddu. Is it clear? When the two letters comes at the end, then the process of idgham will take place, provided there are conditions. The condition is that the second one is mutaharrik. Okay. If the second one is mutaharrik, then what are you going to do? You are making the first one sakin if it is not already sakin. Make it sakin, right? And check the letter before it, because when you are going to make it sakin, if the letter before it already sakin, then give its haraka to previous one. If it is not, then just by force remove it. Like madada, You checked it was mutaharrik, but you checked the letter before removing it. It was already mutaharrik. Doesn't matter. Just remove it and then merge them. Then the process of idgham implement. Then it become madda. Here yamdudu, we checked the condition is found. Both them are mutaharrik. The second one is mutaharrik basically. So we did yamdudu. We did what? We removed the haraka of the first one because always the haraka of the second one will be pronounced, as I told you. The haraka of the second one will be pronounced after implementing the process of idgham. After merging them, always the haraka of the second one will be pronounced, right? So we removed the haraka, but when we saw the letter before it was sakin, then we transfer its haraka to the previous one, so it will become yamuddu, and then we merge both dal. Yamuddu, madda yamuddu. Okay ji. Can you just please, because can you do the girdan for me? Madda,
madda,
madda, madda,
maddu,
maddu,
maddat,
maddat,
maddata,
maddata,
madda,
madadna,
madadna,
madadna. Wazn will be nasarna.
nasarna.
Madadna, nasarna. Okay.
Madadta.
The rule is implemented.
No.
This is the sign, brother. This is the sign. Dal is there. This is the sign for jama. Right? Madadna. The root is implemented or not?
Not implemented.
Why? The two letters are
Together. But second letter.
the second one is sakin. The condition is not found. Two dal is there, but the second one is not mutaharrik. It is sakin. That's why it is
left as such.
as it is. So then is easy when you go up till the madadnas, the sixth sigha, because the lam kalma is what? Sakin. Then madad ta. Just remove this noon and put ta. Ta madad ta. Madad tuma. Madad tum. And then madad ti.
Madad tuma. Madad tunna. Madad tu. Madadna.
Na. It is easy then. When you get to the sixth one, then just remove noon and ta, tuma, tum, ti, tuma. Yeah, it is easy. So here the rule is not being implemented. Why? Because the condition is not found. The condition was that the mislisani or the second letter must be,
Mutaharrik.
but it's not mutaharrik. It is sakin. When the condition is not found, the rule will not be implemented. Madadna. Chale ji, yamuddu.
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 Yamuddani.
Yamuddani.
Yamudduna.
Yamudduna.
Tamuddu. Tamuddani.
Tamuddani.
Yamdudna.
Yamdudna. Yansurna. Yamdudna. Okay. Here, the same. What happened here?
The second letter.
Two dal.
Yeah, together.
But the second one is
Sakin.
sakin. Because the condition is not found, the rule will not be implemented. Yamdudna. Ji. Then
Tamuddu.
tamuddu,
Tamuddani.
tamuddani,
Tamuddu.
tamudduna, tamuddina, tamuddani,
Tamdudna.
tamdudna. In jama sighas, jama muannas sighas, jama muannas ghaib and jama muannas hazir, because the condition is not found, that's why the rule will not be implemented. Tamdudna. Ji, next.
Amuddu.
Amuddu.
Namuddu.
Namuddu. Yes? This was our Mudaa'af, what we already studied.